I didn't think of an intro.
Hi, this is the intro. When you write essays and there's supposed to be an intro, you write it to the intro.
Can you please introduce yourself?
No.
Please?
Hi, my name is. I wanted to make a funny reference, but I didn't have any. Are we recording?
It's recording.
Okay. I'm Matthew Elias. I'm Ricky's friend.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's important. Probably not.
Oh. How old are you?
24.
And what do you do?
That's a complicated question.
Okay.
Am I not supposed to look at the camera?
You're not supposed to. Just look at me,
I'm
buddy.
looking at you.
Just look at me,
Your
buddy.
beautiful face.
Just look at me.
What do I do? So I own a gym and a weightlifting club in Southern California, in Paris.
How long have you been weightlifting? And can you explain what style you do?
So I've been doing weightlifting for about 2.5 years in the current style that I like to do, which is an Olympic style. That style is performed in the Olympics, and we have our own national level and local level competitions that are under the same rule set, essentially, and we train to compete in those rules.
What made you try weightlifting in the first place?
Well, I first started lifting weights because I wanted to get jacked and be stronger, and then I learned what powerlifting was, and that was really fun. But then I learned what Olympic weightlifting was, and I tried that, and I did one competition, and it was super fun, and I wanted to just do it forever.
What is your motivation? Most people give up exercise plan after 6 months. What has driven you for so long?
So a lot of people don't have defined goals, and their motivation for their goals to even accomplish their goals is lacking. So for me, I always want to try to do the best I can and prove to people my ability or that I'm able to accomplish something. And to me, weightlifting is more than just picking up heavy stuff and looking like a badass. To me, it's about inspiring people like my friends, my family, especially like my kids. When I have more kids, I don't have one boy, but to show them that, you know, you can overcome whatever it is in your life if you plan and you execute and put in the hard work.
What do you think you'd be doing if you had never picked up a barbell? Can you imagine yourself stopping weightlifting altogether?
It's tricky. When I was in high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And then I kind of learned about coaching and strength sports, and I really wanted to open a gym and be a coach and other things. I'd probably just be running some fast food chain, honestly. And as far as stopping weightlifting, you know, weightlifting is a lot of fun, but it is really hard. And I plan on retiring from competition like in like 4 or 5 years, because in that time I should be able to accomplish 99% of my potential, and I don't see the point of keeping grinding so hard with I'm only gonna have a marginal improvement. You know, I've proven what I could do, and you know, once you've done something in weightlifting, you lifted a certain amount, no one could take that away from you. So it's very objective. Weightlifting always is. So once you've done something, you've done it, and it's been done forever, and no one can question you. And I think that's all I need to do to inspire people.
From your Instagram, I've seen some of your earliest videos and photos and have seen you progress over the years. What have you learned about yourself while on this journey of yours?
See, I learned that I don't like working out by myself. But other than that, like weightlifting and stuff, it's a lot of fun, and when you put yourself in that situation, in that world, a lot of surprising things happen that you didn't think would happen. Like you meet people, or you open a club, or you go to national competitions, and you start traveling around the country, and it's like I didn't know all that stuff was like real. It's like weird, but I'm trying to think. I feel like you learn a lot of skills. So like you learn a lot of skills that can help improve like who you are as a person. But I think when you're training and you're competing, it really more so shows everybody like who you really are. So it's very character exposing.
You train people of all ages, from kids to adults. As a coach, what have you learned about the different groups of people you work with?
So it's actually really surprising how coordinated kids are. Like I could get a 9-year-old to snatch better than most CrossFitters in like a day. Honestly, they may not snatch as much weight because they're small and stuff, but their technique is a lot better. But definitely younger people, you can train them a lot harder, give them more reps, heavier reps than even like 20-year-old. Like a teenager compared to a 20-year-old can do a lot more, and then a 20-year-old compared to a 30-year-old can do a lot more than them. But it's actually all very similar. It's just to the degree of which things improve, because the same exercise elicits the same adaptation of, regardless of who it is, the exercise does the same thing. Just how much muscle you're going to build depends on your gender and your age, or your performance in a certain lift. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, some adults are really uncoordinated. The flexibility hurts them too.
For people who have never entered a gym, it can be overwhelming to enter a gym for the first time and see others lifting such heavy weight or people tackling intense cardio workouts. What would you say to someone that is thinking about starting exercise but is too scared or shy?
So this goes a lot on the coach to explain to new people that every workout, regardless of the style, should be scaled to your level. And that goes both ways, up and down. If workouts are too easy, you need a more challenging workout. If it's too hard, like you're a new person, then the workout should be changed and modified to have your level. Because a workout that's not at the correct level will never be the most beneficial program, whether it's below or above. So what's intense for me is not necessarily intense for a lot of other people if we're talking about like CrossFit or something. And I mean, I guess you could say I'm in shape or whatever, but I scale down workouts all the time, and no shame, because that's what's going to be the best for the individual. So never be afraid to, like, especially if you're in a gym, you need to never be afraid to tell the coach, like, I think that's too hard, or I'm scared of doing that. Let's do something a little easier today, and build yourself up, because no one started off, well, there have been a few people who started off as badasses, but for the rest of us, humanity, 99%, we all started off as beginners.
Final question. How far into the future do you intend to keep doing what you do?
I would like to be one of those old coaches that wear the white sneakers that are really puffy that only grandpas wear. Joking aside, I would like to be a coach for a long time, to like 40 or 50. And because as a coach, you need your mind more than your body, so you can do it for a long time. As an athlete, I only intend to do it for like 4 or 5 more years. Like I said, I just kind of want to get to near my potential, and that's good enough for me, because I want to focus on my athletes, because I don't think my potential is as good as some athletes I might meet in the future or have now. I don't see myself going to the Olympics, but my goal is to coach an Olympic athlete, or even more than one. So that takes a long time, a lot of experience, and a lot of hours. So that might take a lot of years.
Thank you for your time, Matt.
You're welcome.